Hello, good evening. This clip is titled Between Ambassador Sule, Mahdi Shehu, and Nasru el-Rufai. For the records, Ambassador Sule was a former ambassador of Nigeria to Indonesia and currently the vice chairman of Arewa Consultative Forum. Neither myself nor Nasru el-Rufai require any further introduction. This is what happened. On Monday, 27th June 2022, at 10:45 a.m., I have the call log. Nasru el-Rufai called me and said, Mahdi, are you in Kaduna? I said, yes, Your Excellency. Can you come to Government House now? I said, yes, in 30 minutes time I'll be there. In 30 minutes time I was there. I was cleared. I was right at the door of his office. I was ushered in. Once I sat down, after exchanging pleasantries, he asked me the following questions. Mahdi, do you need anything from me? I said, no. Do you have any problem with any government agency? I said, no. He said, that was why I called you, just to ask you these two questions. After a while, I said, okay, let me just inform you that Pharmacy Council have given me a letter authorizing Dialogue Pharmacy to train, to be a training center for intern pharmacists. Intern pharmacists are those who are at their final year being posted to community pharmacy to learn the skill and the art and the professionalism of community medicine, which exposes them to interaction with the public, interaction with the patients, and understanding how to dispense prescriptions or consult patients. I told him they gave me this for the purpose mainly of deploying pharmacy students, especially from Kaduna State University, whose number of pharmacy students are geometrically on the increase. I said, on that account, I need to open additional multiple retail outlet locations for the purpose of accommodating more students. And I told him my wish is to establish 5 more retail outlets in Barnawa, in Kakuri, in Malali, around Ongwandosa, and around Ongorimi for ease of proximity to students. So I told him I am looking for land to buy so that I can establish pharmacy outlets. He said, okay, go around, tomorrow I am traveling. Go around Kaduna now, identify land that is under the state government, and I will allocate to you. But ensure that by tomorrow morning also, identify the land, identify the location, give me all the information about the land, bring out your sketch, your plan for each and every location, and come back tomorrow by 2 p.m. to see me. Immediately after I left his office, I called my architect and I called a staff of Cargis and Geological Survey, who, using the digital map, we were able to identify very easily lands along Race Course Road, along Raba Road, along prison, open prison in Barnawa, along Yakubu Gawon Way, and along bypass. We identified these lands, we sketched them out, we identified the size with just a site for a shop, and we did the sketching and the drawing and the floor plan. By 2 p.m. the following day, I was at the government house. Before I came in, Ambassador Sule has been in the office. And the moment I came in, I was ushered in. Ambassador Sule was sitting right before el-rufai, and I sat down next to him. The moment I sat down, Nasiru said, I have 2 troublemakers sitting before me. And we all laughed. After the laughter, I said, yes, 2 troublemakers have come to consult with the association, with the chairman of the association of troublemakers, which is you. That was what I told Nasiru, and we laughed it off. I handed over these drawings to him and the application in respect of every of the plots and the location and the purpose, and I attached Pharmacy Council approval letter for training of intern pharmacists. Right before my Ambassador Sule, Nasiru minuted all these applications to the DG Kajis. Please treat with urgency. Right before Ambassador Sule, Nasiru picked those approved applications and said I should follow him. I followed him to the office of the PPS. He handed over to the PPS by his own hands and said, please, PPS, send these letters to Kajis now and give Mahdi his acknowledgements. I was given acknowledgements. The letters were dispatched to Kajis right there. And I left. When I came out, I told my friend that I am highly suspicious of this Greek offer. Something somewhere, somehow will emerge. But I told my friend, my take is that in the next few days, Tinubu will be announcing his vice running mate. And Nasiru is among those people who are competing for the vice presidential running mate seat. And my take is that Nasiru is trying to be generous to me. After all the disappointments, after all the betrayals, he is now trying to be a good boy by offering me this land. And I told him I'm going to buy the land. He said, no. I said, I'm going to buy the land. I'll pay for it. He is trying to be a good boy now, or a good elder now, or a good politician now, so that if probably, maybe, perchance, per adventure, Tinubu picked him as a running mate, he may want to fall back on Mahdi's voice, on Mahdi's platform, on Mahdi's support, as he did when he was seeking for the gubernatorial seat. And I told my friend, he is making the biggest mistake of his life. Whether he gives me land or he doesn't give me land, whether I buy the land or gives me the land free, if he emerges as the vice president running mate of Tinubu, I will never promote him. I will never project him. I will tell the public who exactly Nasiru is. And lo and behold, on the 10th of July, Sunday, 10th of July, Tinubu announced Shetima as his running mate. So Nasiru's agitation or aspiration or bid was sealed. On Wednesday, 13th of July, 2022, I called the DG of Kajis and I have the call log. DG, I am following my application that were approved by the governor. She said, well, I regret to inform you that just yesterday the governor instructed us to stop the processing of your applications. I said, thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Nasiru el-Rufai, and I hung up. Why am I giving you this narrative? Because some people who are distant spectators, who know nothing, are busy making noises and empty insinuations. My challenge to all people who are not happy with the way and manner I am doing my expose on Nasiru el-Rufai should challenge me and counter me with facts, not fiction, not fairy tales, not concocted stories and blackmails. I am too old to be blackmailed. I am too old to be intimidated. And I will continue these exposures until I go full blown. Whoever is not happy, I'm quoting Nasser el-Rufai, he should go and romance, or he should go and hang or kiss the transformer and die from electrocution. But exposition I will continue doing with no apologies.